Hello everybody, we are here to play Dark Rites of Arkham, episode 3, and as usual, I need to just post up some links so that the people in my Discord know where I am, and then we'll start. So 1 second, we will be starting very shortly. There we go. Nope. Okay. No, I don't want Bixby. Come on, phone. There we go. Alright. I'll just post that real fast. Second server, and then we'll get going. I have a walkthrough set up just in case, because I believe last week we definitely had a lot of time to walk around and to absorb the atmosphere, but we didn't really get that much done. We did a lot of talking though, and we got a lot of achievements. But now, let's do this. Hey Kevin, how you doing? Alright, let's start. Funky monkey file as always. Okay, now, first off, I was looking through the walkthrough just for random achievements, and there's one thing that I think I might have forgotten to do. It would be here. Yep, it's here. And let's try to shoot the pigeon, if I didn't already. For God's sake, Jack. Okay. Well, there we go. And no, pigeons are not sky rats. We actually domesticated them. I kind of feel bad for pigeons because we domesticated them and then we abandoned them when they weren't technologically useful anymore. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, let's get going here. Let me open up this walkthrough, make sure that things are set up. I believe I know what I need to do. I had an idea, but I just wanted to make sure that I was on the right track. So let me open that up. Here it is. And yeah. Basically, what we need to do is we need to get that that bus to move from last time. So let's go to the Long Metropolitan Park. That guy has something we need to read. So what are we going to do? We are going to get something to get that bus to move from last episode. Because we need this. Why do we need this? Because it looks kind of like a cane. So don't tell me why this works, but there you go. Not sure why ants are attracted to this so fast, but what, again? What? Where did that sandwich come from? Stay away from me. I'm leaving until these things from hell disappear. I'd do the same if I were you. They get into your pants and... bah, you probably deserve it. Especially you, Foster. I'm out of here. Alright. So, now that we have no pesky, Uncle Sam pretender, we've got ourselves a very patriotic umbrella. So, now that we have that out of the way, let's catch some bugs. Eat up, ladies. Is it only ladies? Are the workers only female? I think. I'm not sure if that's correct. It's Mayor Bradley's program. But then again, the pro-tag is not an entomologist. If he gets elected, he probably won't do even 10% of what's written in it. All too true. Alright, let's see. So there are some glow bugs. I think, yeah. Oh my god, that is a pixel hunt. I can't believe that. No wonder I was stuck. Okay. This might just be an achievement. This seems like so esoteric that it's just might be an achievement. Come on, click on it. Nope. You won't escape me. Damn it. Yeah, that's what you're doing. Might come in handy. Firefly? Catch bugs? Alright, well, now let's see. We've got the umbrella, let's try it on the bus. There's a little bit of moon logic here, but I don't mind moon logic. I kind of enjoy it. I think it's part of the fun of 90s era RPGs. RPG, please. 90s era graphic adventures. They're hard. You know, you buy a game, you play them for months, and if you have all the solutions, you can beat it in a day. So it's really all about that. Or at least it was. Alright, so this is not where the bus is. Let's see, where is that bus? It's in the park. It's not in the park, it's good. It's on its way to the park. So would it be, it's not here. Is it here? Yes, it is here. Okay. Let's get on that bus. Now then, let's help this poor lady. Several of the ribs are rusty and I can't get it closed. So what? One of Mayor Bradley's campaign swag items, an umbrella with an American flag on it. Okay, it's rusty. The contents of the can are so greasy that I've come up with an idea. I'll smear this oily substance on the umbrella ribs. There we go. Aha! I managed to close it. By the way, just as a note, I only used the walkthrough just to get unstuck. Now this is just freewheeling until I get stuck again, which I will let you know when I use hints. I try to avoid them. So, aha! I managed to close it. Okay. Because I like to figure them out, and I like to have audience interaction. And ideas, because that's more fun. Anyway, we know what to do with the umbrella. We use the cane. Here, take this. It's not a real cane, but it's close enough. Courtesy of Mayor Bradley. Oh, I can really go home with this. How can I ever thank you? Don't worry about it. We're here to help. You're angels, the both of you. And you're a devil. Good night, gentlemen. And rest assured, I will be voting for Mayor Bradley. You don't need to do that, ma'am. Thank goodness you ended this nightmare. Now I can get back to work. Not so fast. Hand over the weapon. Weapon? What weapon? The crank. What was the plan? Use it on the poor old lady if you couldn't get her off the bus? I only meant to scare her. Spare me, I'm confiscating it. What if I get a flat? I don't have another one. Well, I don't know. Screw you. The crank, Have some empathy next time, will ya? And watch that temper. It'll get you in trouble. Let's get out of here, Harvey. Assholes. And now, whoa. Now that we've done that, we have gotten the bus to arrive, which means we get the magazine, which has the invitation to the to that speaking event. So a little bit convoluted logic, but it's there. So not sure how I'm supposed to guess about ants in a sandwich, but that's part of the charm. So anyway, we'll go here, and there we go. Let's check out the magazines. The latest issue of Strange Eons magazine is on the top of the stack of magazines. I'll take it with me. There we go. Let's check it out. We can. This month's issue of the occult magazine Strange Eons. It is in perfect condition. No pages are missing. Okay, let's, can we open it? Do you want me to carry it? No, I can handle it. Yeah, well then open it. It's got something inside of it that you need. You don't want to damage the magazine. Okay, maybe I can just use it as a ticket. So we go to the esoteric bookstore, the Arkham Museum of the Unusual. I think it's the Ishtar Gate. Yeah, pretty sure. All right, yes, this is the place. I remember it. And now, voila. Here you go. This month's Strange Eons magazine with corresponding invitation. Perfect. Suppose you're aware that the invitation that comes with the magazine is for one person only. Oh, wow. But you are readers of the magazine, right? Of course we are. We buy it every month. 50-50, you know? These are tough times. Absolutely. You can come in. Enjoy the evening. Okay, so I'm glad they kind of touched upon that continuity error there if the partner couldn't come in. Reports on victims of spontaneous human combustion. Aha. This is something we needed to learn about because, as you remember from the first episode, we came across that murder scene, so this is important. Combustion indicate that most were chronic alcoholics. Such figures have led some to suppose that residual alcohol in the body acts as an igniting agent. This is very Fate of Atlantis vibes, where Sophia is doing her presentation and we have to fuck with it a little bit. I don't know, I'm just getting that memory back. Anyway, however, as in many documented instances, Violet Ashford was a teetotaler. Hey Dan, how you doing? Therefore, we can rule out this theory and treat those data points as mere coincidence. Alright, so are we going to have to do the same thing as we did as Indy to Sophia? So that we can talk to this man, or what? Let's see here, screen. Let's do some pixel hunting. Good old-fashioned pixel hunting. Looks like the event's about to end. Okay. We got him. We got not much else except for obviously the screen. condition of that leg is very similar to the condition of our victim's hand, isn't it? It certainly is. I must caution you, the final slide is decidedly distressing. If anyone feels it might offend their sensibilities, do step downstairs. My colleague, Professor Taylor, will summon you once it is passed. No one? Good. Kurt. Mr. Reginald Grayson. The fire affected only his head. The rest of the body remained intact. I have styled this uncommon manifestation localized spontaneous human combustion. Why should the conflagration confine itself to one single part and not progress beyond it? Might the phenomenon possess some sort of consciousness? You'll find the answers to these questions in Chapter 8 of my book, providing, of course, data with the utmost scientific rigor. Of course. Lights, if you please. We shall take 5 minutes and then proceed to the signing. A pity you arrived at the end. You will have missed the substance of it. It's a shame, yes. Detective Foster and Detective Whitman, Arkham PD. Have I landed myself in some trouble, detectives? I don't know. Do you pay your taxes? Yeah, of course. Have you killed anyone lately? Good heavens, no. Then you got nothing to worry about. We need your advice on a case. What we are going to show you is strictly confidential. If you disclose this information, you'll be committing a crime. Do not worry, I'm quite familiar with the protocol. It is by no means my first collaboration with the police. What do you need? Take a look at this. Pray, let me see. His hand was found at this crime scene. There was no trace of any fuel that could have started the fire, which leads us to believe it was a spontaneous human combustion. It could very well be such a case, beyond doubt. Yet one detail gives me pause. Observe the wrist. Ordinarily, remains do not present in this fashion. I also see that the hand has like claws, very long fingernails. Here the cut is unnaturally clean, as if severed with a hot blade. Do you have a photograph of the charred remains? Yes. I admit that this photograph is a bit disconcerting. There's barely enough ash on the floor to show that an entire body had been burned. The burnt area on the wall is the only thing that... Good Lord! What's going on? These are not the residues of a fire. They're the signature of a portal. I beg your pardon. A gateway through space and time, which is commonly employed to traverse between 2 points in an instant. On closure, it leaves a scorched silhouette of its shape. That is what we are seeing in this photograph. Wait a minute. Witches? The sort with pointy hats and flying brooms? They're highly educated and intelligent women, well versed in the darkest arts. Far more dangerous than any fairy tale stereotype. Do you know why? Because they're real. Witches. I reckon we're in over our heads on this one, Harvey. Everything really falls into place. Only a hand was found at the crime scene. The subject may have crossed as the portal collapsed. He didn't have time for his entire body to follow through. These portals can only be generated by witches? That is the prevailing view. There is no reliable record of a warlock raising one. The hand I found belongs to a man. That means that a witch opened that portal, and the one we thought was the second victim is actually the murderer of the first one. Wait, let me picture this in my mind right now. So, witch opened the portal, and that arm was of the murderer. Okay. But the hand is of a man, and they're treating witches as if they are only women. So I'm a little bit confused. It was impossible to determine his identity from his fingerprints. There is no record of him. We don't have him in our files. Now we have two killers, a one-handed man and a witch. Well, how'd the witch escape? I guess through the portal too? Portals are unconstrained by time, but limited in space. According to Joseph Curwen's manuscripts, the portals have a range of 25 miles. Thus, the origin point lies somewhere between Arkham, Salem, and Kingsport. All indications point to the presence of witches in Arkham, so your radius of investigation should be confined to this city. Find her, and you may yet apprehend them both. Where can we find not just a witch, but that witch? My own knowledge here is, alas, limited. However, there is someone in this very room who can tell you more. With your permission, I'll be right back. Kurt? Yes? You won't believe this. Witches. What are we getting into, Harvey? Detectives? May I present my colleague, Kurt Taylor? He has been assisting with this evening's presentation. A pleasure. He's a history professor at Amherst and a specialist in the colonial era. He has written several volumes on the witch hunts in colonial Massachusetts. I dare say his expertise would be of considerable use. I shall leave you in his capable hands, but I must attend to my guests. Nice shot right here. So you've stumbled upon a portal, right? And you're on the trail of a witch. That's right. Well, I have good news and bad news. Whenever people say that, it's always bad news that they're trying to mitigate with a little bit of reframing for the good news. The good news is the subject pool is down to 3. And they're here in Arkham. There's no record of any other witches in existence today. And the bad news? You have to be extremely careful if you encounter them. Do not underestimate them. They're very dangerous. They're masters of the dark arts. They can twist reality, deceive your senses, and in the worst case, cast deadly spells. These witches, tell us about them. Have you ever heard of the Salem witch trials? Quick note, I've actually been to Salem and gone to the museum where these that event occurred. It was pretty cool. I was a young kid. Anyway, moving on. Between 1692 and 1693 to be precise, and that's actually correct. More than 100 women were accused of practicing black magic. Not just women, I think. But about 20 were executed and several died under torture during the trials. All of them falsely accused. They were just women who lived on the margins of the community's strict religious conduct. All of them were accused simply for being victims of personal conflicts or collective hysteria. With 3 exceptions. Oh, are these the 3 witches? Have they lived for this long? Zaya Mason, Mary Warren, and Abigail Revel, all of Arkham. They were accused of kidnapping children, witchcraft, and the death of several villagers, and signing the Book of Azathoth with blood. Oh, there we go. Bringing in the Lovecraft. In their confessions under torture, all three testified before Judge Hathron to a strange story involving complex lines and curves. These geometric shapes, properly traced, created a portal that could take them through space and time. So okay, so those marks in the crime scene, one of them was a warding circle, I believe, to shield whoever was in there, and whatever patterns we found on the wall, if we found any patterns, would be to make that portal. So this is pretty good writing, actually. 3 women were confined in individual cells awaiting burning at the stake. On the day of the execution, the authorities were astonished to find the 3 cells were empty. In the place was only an elongated burn mark on the wall, exactly like the one you discovered, Jack. They were never found. They disappeared from the face of the earth. However, there are indications that the witches traveled through time to our era. I've had other things to do this past year that have kept me from looking into this thoroughly, but I can assure you that all 3 are in this city. Wait a minute, buddy. Are you saying our suspects are 3 witches who time traveled more than 200 years to get here? I know it's hard to take in, but I buy it. How about you, Harvey? I'm open-minded. Alright, let's learn about these witches. Tell us about Keziah Mason. A student named Walter Gilman disappeared without a trace a couple months ago. He told anyone who would listen that Keziah Mason appeared every night at the foot of his bed. These statements could be taken as simple delusion. But the fact is, Gilman lived in the same room where Keziah Mason had lived hundreds of years before. And his account of the witch entering and leaving that room matches a portal. Where can we find this place? At 100 High Street. Hey, Red Guy, how you doing? Good to see ya. You're in for a treat today. We're having a little bit of a 2D graphic adventure, Lovecraftian story, detective noir style. So enjoy it. We're on the track of 3 witches who committed a ritualistic murder, or one of them did. 100 High Street. It's a boarding house. There we go, new location. Just like old times indeed, yes. Bring on the tentacles. Well, these 3 witches have signed the Book of Azathoth in blood, so there will be plenty of tentacles involved, I'm sure, or plenty of wild events. Now let's learn about Mary Warren, the next witch. Tell us about Mary Warren. Some information has come to my attention that she's part of a cult. The New Kingdom Walkers. Unfortunately, I don't know their location. The New Kingdom Walkers. A couple of years ago, when they were operating in Kingsport, I was undercover in that cult. I often see one of their members hanging around Hoffman Street. That's why I assumed they moved here. Hoffman Street, huh? Let's start looking for Mary Warren over there. Alright. Second location revealed. Tell us about Abigail Revel. I assume you are aware that Arkham Central Bank robbery, the Arkham Central Bank robbery that occurred a few months ago. Yes, some of us didn't get paid that month. They claimed that part of the payroll money was stolen. They still owe us for that month. Consider it lost, buddy. That money was deposited in one of the vaults. It wasn't forced. They didn't even find a hole dug from the outside into it. Yeah, I'm getting the point here. The portal was made. The witch took the money, right? Yes. What they did was find the remains of a fire in one of the walls, but they didn't think much of it. I guess you know what we're talking about. Yep. They arrested a grave robber named St. John, who used to brag that he found a way to rob a bank without any problems. Oh, wait a minute. So is this trick spreading? He was released due to lack of evidence. I investigated this character and found out he had an accomplice. Oh, there we go. A small-time psychic who calls herself Madame Lavinia. Some sources assured me her real name is Abigail. Abigail Revel. You catch on quick, detective. Where can we find her? She has an office in an alley between Wayland and Olmsted. There we go. I've written down the places where we can find our suspects, Jack. You can check my notes whenever you want. Excellent, Harvey. Whoa, we got notes. We greatly appreciate your help, Mr. Taylor. And you too, Mr. Moore. I think it's time to go hunt some witches. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Maybe dangerous. Which of the 3 witches should we investigate first, Jack? Alright, so we've got Hoffman Street, we've got Martian Antiques. These are not new, but this one is. We got police station, we got Mason's house, that's new. This is new, Abigail Rebel. Let's start on Hoffman Street. So you've been undercover in a cult. Several of them. I hear it's easy to get in. Hell to get out. Do you have any problems leaving? Well, hopefully they planned this out beforehand. No, not at all. The Walkers of the New Kingdom are a harmless cult. They're devoted body and soul to worshiping nature. So they're druids. I just didn't show up one day. By the way, that's the guy we're looking for. His name's Lawrence. Come all the farther Iwaniki's church. Poor misguided souls will be saved. All we want is work. You can pray any time of the day. So shut the fuck up. Looks like he's got tired of hugging trees and now has other interests. Let's talk to him. In the pages of the Bible, you will find the truth. Alright, these are posters of Mayor Bradley all over town. You notice that there aren't any for any other candidates? Is WXCL owned by Mayor Bradley? Yes, and he's also an investor in Arkham Advertiser. Well, that will explain the question. Bradley controls the media in this city. Don't be surprised if he gets reelected. Alright, let's first talk to the hobo. Okay, so this is the whole area right here. Hello, hobo. You're cops, right? Isn't that obvious? Is it that obvious? We may be poor around here, but we're not stupid. You're here to haul off that religious fanatic? No. Take him away. He's pushing his luck. What are you standing around for? Take that guy out of here. Otherwise something bad might happen. Why does that guy bother you? He comes here every day yapping about salvation and whatnot. He wants to turn us all into Father Iwaniki's parishioners. That's bad. Yeah, when you got to hear him screech every damn day. Something bad. Why do you say that? It gets on my nerves. I kind of am on the hobo side with this one. I can't imagine that listening to this constantly would be very, would not be annoying. We're sleeping on the street, no job, no money, and all this guy talks about is hugging Jesus. That's not what we want to hear right now, you know? I swear by Jesus Christ himself that if you don't take him away from here, I'll stab him in the neck with my punch. You must have a very sharp hand, sir. Oh, is that supposed to be like a tool of some sort and not his hand? You have that punch here? Yes, it's the only thing I've left from my old job. Okay, yeah, it is. I have no idea what a punch is other than the verb. Before I was fired from Brass and Harper's Leather Works. I'm sorry, but we have to confiscate it. What the hell you are? It's mine. I kind of feel bad stealing from a hobo. You heard my partner. Give us that punch. Why? You expressed a desire to commit murder. But I haven't. Confess to your intention. But look, buddy, don't push our buttons. Give us that punch. And I want to know what this punch is. Damn it. Okay. Relax, will ya? If that guy bothers you, get out of here or put some earplugs with the no money you have. You know the First Amendment? Freedom of religion, speech, and all that? Yeah. Alright. Good evening, sir. Alright, let's check this out. A steel crank got confiscated from the driver of the Line 5 bus. One end is octagonal. Alright. Harvey's notebook. He's written down the names of the 3 suspected witches and some other clues to find them. Well, let's check it out. Celia Mason. Certain Walter Gilman claimed. Okay, great. We don't fear the gates of Jesus. Okay. 100 High Street. We're not there right now, I don't think. We're looking for Jesus. Okay. Mary Warren. She has connections to a cult called the Walkers of the New Kingdom. Alright. So we're looking for Mary Warren. Let's talk to this pleasant gentleman. Hi, Lawrence. Brother Harvey. Just Harvey. Or rather, Detective Harvey. Oh, are you, you're a cop? I already was when I was with the Walkers of the New Kingdom. Oh, you were undercover, yes. I see you're not with them anymore, right? No. It's the best thing I've ever done in my life. Do you mind if we ask you a few questions? Oh, yes, of course. Ask anything you want, brother Detective Harvey, don't worry. Alright. Why did you leave the Walkers of the New Kingdom? Things got pretty weird over there. Brother Roy took control when the Grand Master died. Everything changed dramatically. Brother Roy always craved power. It was only a matter of time before he took it. What changed in the cult? Brother Roy ruled with an iron fist. Or rather, an iron punch. He wrote the rules and imposed punishments. Everything became more unacceptable with when that woman appeared. Oh, there we go. Let's stay on topic. A woman, Mary Warren, right? That's what she called herself. I'm surprised they didn't change names. She brought blasphemy with her. Brother Roy welcomed her among us and took advantage of her. I don't know how to say this. Her magical abilities. But that wasn't the worst of it. Roy and Mary Warren found something in the woods. Something powerful. Something powerful? What do you mean? I didn't get to see it. But I could feel it, though. We all did. It was as if a door to hell had opened and something had escaped. I fled that night. Haven't heard a thing about that place since. Where can we find the Walkers of the New Kingdom? We settled in the forest southwest of the city. Where exactly? Do you intend to go there? Yes. Brother Roy severely restricted access to the place. Now it's a fairly closed community, though it'd help if you first went by the monolith first. The monolith? Hey, Pack and Fun, how you doing? Hope things are well. Brother Roy had a monolith erected at the entrance to the forest. The cult continues to recruit members in the city. Those who've been invited to join must light a fire on the top of the monolith. The community will know that there are some trusted future members there, and will send a couple of brothers to guide them to the place. A sort of secret key. You could call it that. Well, you know, that's good. Sometimes being busy can help, you know. Hope it's good busyness, not annoying busyness. That monolith you mentioned is at the forest entrance, right? You have to go in a bit. It's by a small waterfall. Follow the sound of the water, and you can't miss it. Well, we've got our destination. Thanks for the information, Lawrence. All right, let's finish off this discussion tree. Oh, sorry to hear that. It's stressful. In my opinion, I guess, although I think it depends. I personally prefer to be busier than bored, but I think it depends on the state of mind and what's going on, so. What are those leaflets? When I left the Walkers of the New Kingdom, I felt lost. I thought my life had no purpose or meaning. Father Iwaniki from St. Stanislaus Church showed me the light. Thanks to his prayers, Jesus forgave my past, which was far from his love and compassion. In gratitude, I testify to the benefits of joining his parish to those who need the glory of Jesus. Hey, buddy, not to pry, but you were in a cult run by a nutcase. And now you've embraced Jesus preaching in the streets. Why don't you take a break? We all need guidance in this vale of tears. Are you a believer? I mean, I think he believes in something. Yes. Oh. Then you'll reaffirm your faith if you read one of these leaflets written by Father Iwaniki. No thanks, I'm not much of a reader. I insist. And I insist that... Just take it, Jack. Alright. Yeah, exactly. Some people are just love to proselytize. You just can't help it. Just gotta sort of let them do their thing and tire themselves out. Alright, so this is just so that we don't forget what we need to do. We don't need to click that. I'm glad you were able to leave that cult, Lawrence. You should never have joined them. I'm lucky that Jesus has forgiven me for such a bad choice. Alright, so basically we're done. Take care, Lawrence. May Jesus be with you, Brother Harvey. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. In the page of the Bible, you will find the flyer made of sturdy cardboard with that part is probably important. Urges attendance at Father Eugenike's St. Stanislaus Church. I bet we burned that to help light a fire or something as a taper. I don't know. We'll see if I'm right. Yeah. Oh, is preaching less of a thing in Canada? I'll tell you right now. In Virginia, we get people knocking on our door all the time, and to admit, one time I accepted them in because they had free cookies, and those cookies looked really good, and they were really good. So they employed some very good bakers. But I regretted it later because they would not leave me alone. Alright. Let's go to the monolith. Oh, this is gorgeous. This must be the monolith Lawrence spoke of. What are all these symbols? Yeah, see, that's the thing. I think in most countries, I mean, not to, turn this into a huge discussion, but I think most other countries, people aren't just preachy about their own personal beliefs. Whereas in the United States, if you have some sort of belief system, man, you gotta wear it on your badge like a name tag and proclaim it to the world. It's one of the things about the United States that I think is it makes it pretty clear that you're an American. What are all these symbols? I mean, not that I do it. I consciously try not to do that sort of crap, but whenever somebody does it, I'm like, oh God. The first is a Celtic triskelion. It reminds the Trinity of mind, soul, and body. The middle one is the spiral of the Order of the Eternal Wind. And the third one is the Om symbol. Buddhist mantra, right? Exactly. And what do the three together mean? Nothing, Jack. This kind of cult adopts ancestral symbols without order or reason to give itself an air of spirituality. It's all for show. Alright. Well, let's do some pixel hunting at this new screen. And wait, let's check out the punch. Sharp-pointed punch about 1/6 of an inch thick. Does anybody know what a punch is? Maybe it's a hole punch before they had the squeezy ones that people use on paper. I don't know. That's my best guess. In fact, I'm not going to punch holes in the flyer for no reason. Okay. How about this? No? Alright. Fair enough. Beautiful pixel art. And I love the variety of and also the fact that it's not just a static screen. It's like you have these fireflies or whatever they are, or magic, residual magic. You got the waterfall, you have this monolith, you're in the middle of a forest. Just love pixels. How about you hoist me up so I can reach the top of that monolith? I'm not comfortable with that with physical contact, Jack. Okay, forget it. It kind of does look like a screwdriver, I think, or maybe like I thought it kind of looked like an ice pick. But who knows, This isn't exactly high resolution, which is what I like. The chunkier the better, to be quite honest. Let's check out this waterfall before we... Whoa, wait a minute. Into the forest? Exit? Okay. So this is a little bigger than just the screen. Branches. I'll take a few. Where is around here, red guy? Okay, so we got some branches. I know there are some hubs that are more religious than others. I usually tend to, well, where I live, it's not too bad aside from the people who knock door to door. Anyway, let's check the waterfall. Water must be freezing. Maybe that's something we need. We got ash branches. I'm assuming that they're dry. I'm assuming that they're flammable. How the heck do we get up here? You like that fire at the top. Yes, I know. So why aren't you helping me, you friggin' guy? Get over your discomfort. Alright. How about, we won't be able to. We might need something else. We could try to go here. We might not be allowed to. You know what? We can find that cult ourselves. I bet we can't. I bet it's some sort of like lost maze type issue. There's no need to light a fire and wait for some guys to come find us. They have a protocol, Jack. The Grand Master will be suspicious of us if we don't follow it. So what? I think we'll accomplish more if we present ourselves as potential followers rather than police officers. Remember who we're looking for. Mary Warren, so what? She's a witch. She's dangerous. Let's play it safe, shall we? What a waste of time. For God's sake. Alright, so I've got the walkthrough. Again, like I said before, walkthrough comes out only if we are hopelessly stuck. And not before. I kind of was hoping that we wouldn't need to go to other places and we could focus on one witch at a time, but I'm getting the impression that we might need to like sort of get items at the other locations of the witches to progress and choose which witch to pursue first. So unless I can think of something, we're gonna probably get our way out of here. The waterfall, I don't have a container. There's no reason to light those branches right now. Yeah, I don't have any, like a cardboard pamphlet? I could be a taper. Oh, that's right, yeah, Texas. Sorry, I knew that. Yeah, that makes total sense. I just had a brain fart, I guess. Okay, so let's save these guys a walk, and we'll, instead of going to Abigail first, we'll go to Keziah Mason's house. Ooh, that's not spooky. Someone's inside, that's for sure. I thought the witches of over 200 years ago lived in huts, lost in the heart of that forest. Well, yeah, but she traveled through time, and there aren't really huts in the middle of the forest, so. Arkham at the time was nothing more than a couple of streets. I wonder how this house is still standing. What is it, from that era? Gutter. Wow. That was random and lucky of me to find. I'm too old to climb it. Harvey's too by the book to do so. Okay. Is there something we can do? Maybe if we try... Bah, forget it. Wait. You have an idea? What was that about? I wouldn't try that if I were you. Because it's not going to work. Exactly. Alright, we got a stamp. This gutter is certainly here for something. Maybe we like these branches. Okay, fair enough. He doesn't want to walk around with a bunch of burning sticks. Even though, you know, it's canon for the genre that you can hold anything in your pants, even if it's on fire. You can hold anything of any size. Yeah, I haven't heard from you in a while. I'm glad you're here. It's good to catch up. All right, so I get wait. There's a sign and a door. Oh boy, maybe a doorbell's not the best move. Rooms for rent. No prostitution accepted. A decent house. Yeah, I'm sure if someone had to write that someone had tried that. Anyway, I guess we'll be polite and ring the doorbell. Oh boy. Yes. Evening, ma'am. Detectives Foster and Whitman. I'm Foster. And you must be Whitman. Your deductive reasoning skills are astounding, madam. Are you here about the babies? Babies? We've got a few questions. This is the house that Keziah Mason lived in, right? And you are definitely not Keziah Mason. I would never impose. Yes, but that was a long time ago. You need to ask about Walter Gilman. Yes, the student. I already told his classmates everything I know. We understand that Keziah Mason's old room when he vanished. Yes, the attic. I don't rent it out much. Too many rats. Yep. She suspiciously looks like... Well, you remember the guy with the green head. I mean, that guy looked like something weird too, but he was from Innsmouth, so they're all kind of infused with the spirit of Dagon over there, I think. I can't afford an exterminator. I mean, red guy, you should have seen the green head guy. I mean, dude looks more like a lizard. I can't afford an exterminator. In fact, after we visit with this pleasant lady who is definitely not a witch, I might just take a short trip to, for all viewers who are starting with episode 3. That's why it's so cheap and only students are on paid stiffs bite. What do you mean, babies? Newborns have been disappearing in this area for months. Gee, I wonder if they're being sacrificed? I have not read any walkthroughs past where I was stuck. This is just my guess, but if I'm right, they're being snatched from their cribs. There are a lot of undesirables in this neighborhood. It must be the Poles, Italians, or Spaniards. Americans don't usually do those things. Have you seen her? Huh? The witch, Keziah Mason. Are you kidding? There's no such thing as witches. You're asking somebody with one eye who could very well be blind if she's seen anybody, whatever. I think when it comes to these kind of these stories about old gods, it's best not to ask questions. Mind if we see the attic, ma'am? I don't have the key. The current tenant's got it, but he's not in here right now. That sounds suspicious. You're the landlady. You don't keep a spare for emergencies? I had one, but one of the 2 keys disappeared with the student. I could make a copy, but that Polak is asking a whole lot of money for it. There are people like him taking advantage of others in this damn crisis. You know whose fault this crisis is? Oh, please tell me. All of them. If they hadn't let everyone into this country, we'd be swimming in abundance. I think you need to understand a little bit more about economics, ma'am, and the consequences of optimistic spending and bubble bursting. We need to inspect that attic, ma'am. What do you want me to do? I told you that the current tenant has the key. What now? Kick the door in? Well, and who's going to pay for the door? The police? I hear Arkham PD owes its officers several paychecks. They can't pay you, but they're going to pay for my door? Forget it. Where can we find the tenant of the attic? He works at a gas station by the cemetery. Of course he does. I think it's the Silver Star Station. A couple of weeks ago, he asked for the night shift. Seems the rats keep him up. It's not my fault. Yeah, I warned him about it. What's his name? Stuart Davis. Of course, it's Stuart Davis. It wouldn't be anything but a Stuart Davis. Let's see. Yes. All right. So he works at a gas station. I'm not going anywhere. For a moment, I thought Keziah Mason herself had opened that door for us. For a moment. Shouldn't make fun of people's physical appearance. He wasn't. He was making an observation or a recollection. Okay, we already said that. All right, so basically we got we got a wild goose chase. Let's save because I sense a little bit of danger. I'm feeling like this is not the kind of Sierra style die anywhere kind of game, but just in case, you know, save early, save often. All right, where's this gas station? There it is. Oh, and the gas will help me with lighting a fire. There we go. What do we need with an old gas can for? What do we need an old gas can for? Same reason we wanted that campaign umbrella or that stinking tin can. That's a great point. I love that they point that out. Touché. That's good writing. It's not even meta. That's just sort of, it's kind of meta, I guess. But, you know, if you're going to pick up some other crap, you better be self-aware. That's just meta enough. It's overflowing with motor oil and water. Okay. Oh, there's gas there. Okay. Huh? It's going up. What is it? Alright. A poster. We got a poster. Roadmaster tires. Tires where competitions dream of. Alright, poster. Velvet Seltzer Cola. Thirst stops here. You know what? Speaking of thirst, let me just have a quick refill, and I will be right back in like 2 seconds. Maybe 1 second, because my throat is parched. Okay, here we go. I'm back. Thirst stops here. It's closed. All right. Well, there's Stuart Davis. Goddamn mayor. I think I'm a little spelling Nazi. I know, but goddamn should have an N in there. But whatever. Watch your mouth, Jack. All right. So I guess we speak to Stuart Davis through this door. Let's see if we can go in. Yes, we can. So. Texas Foster and Whitman, Arkham PD. Oh, here we go. Are you Stuart Davis? Oh, he looks well rested. Yeah. And you live on the attic in 100 High Street? Did I do something wrong? We have no record of you doing anything illegal. That's easy. Ah, thank God. I thought it was about, he doesn't seem too sharp, does he? How can I help you? We need the key to the attic. You would be so kind as to lend it to us. You're gonna search the place? It's not a search. The attic's connected to a case we're working. It has nothing to do with you. But you're going now. I mean, at this time of night? If I were you, I wouldn't. Are you worried we'll run into Keziah Mason? Who? The witch. Is that her name? We know about it. Thank goodness. I thought I was going crazy. What can you tell us about Keziah Mason? She's an old woman, very wrinkled and very sinister. Huh? Can you tell us about her right eye with nothing? I'm scared just thinking about it. And she shows up, and she shows up every night, every single night. It's like she knows I'm in the room, and she comes through the wall, and she sees right through it. She goes right through it. At first, I thought I was hallucinating. Thought I'd overdone it with the reefer. The jazz cabbage, the marijuana cigarettes. Oh shit! I shouldn't have said that. Go on. She yanks me out of bed and drags me along. Are you gonna do something about it? I don't want to go through that nightmare again. Where does she take you? I have no idea. All I know is the place doesn't belong in this world. The worst part is you can hear babies crying. It's a place of madness. What's Keziah Mason want you for? I don't know. All I know is next time she takes me to that place, I won't be coming back. Baby's crying. Newborns have been disappearing around the neighborhood for a while now. I haven't seen them in that hellhole, but I hear them whenever that witch drags me there. I know she's the one behind all these kidnappings. You gotta do something. Why do you still live there? Wouldn't it be better to leave and go somewhere safer? Why do I still live there? Because I can't afford anything else. I mean, I don't know. There are people who, if I were being dragged through hell, I'd probably live outside. The job pays peanuts. Where can I go? I noticed that the witch doesn't show up during the day, so I asked for the night shift. Sleep during the daytime there. For the time being, I'm safe at those hours. The key, please. All right, here you go. We'll leave the key with the landlady when we're done. I bet he's going to say, what landlady? Get rid of that damn witch. You're cops, aren't you? Finish her off. I guarantee that old lady is the witch. I am so sure. I mean, it's obvious. It must be obvious. But also, I forgot about the green dude. He wouldn't hear me through the glass. Okay. Let's go see the green dude. So that Red and all the lurkers and anybody who has not seen the green dude can know what I'm talking about. Let's see, where's the green dude? Martian Antiques, I think. Yes. Green dude. You two again. Mr. Marsh? Oh, Mr. Marsh? Yeah, here's Green Dude. He lives in Innsmouth, and I think his proximity to Dagon has affected his appearance because he looks a little bit aquatic, as if he belongs in the sea. And everything else here we've talked about, but yeah, there's this guy. No one asked many questions, so there you go. Get the hell out of my shop, will ya? Alright, so we have the keys, so instead of actually doing the monolith first, let's go to Kazai Mason's house. Alrighty. Lady who is clearly the witch. Ah, you again. We've got the attic key. Mr. Davis lent it to us. Do we have your say to go do we have your say so to go up? Now that you have the key, yes, of course. Tell me what's your interest in the attic. Police business, ma'am. Police business, huh? Do what you have to do. But try not to disturb the other tenants. Oh shit. Oh good God. This is not going to be good. Hold on, Harvey. Can't see a damn thing. And when the instant we light this place up, it's going to be spooky as fuck. Where's the switch? Oh, okay. Nothing yet. It's freezing in here. I feel more than just cold, Jack. Me too. Let's take a look. There we go. There's that thing, that portal. Let's do some pixel hunting, as per usual. When You play adventures, you learn what to do. Half man, half toad. Yes, exactly. You know what? That's a good. I thought it was some sort of like merman kind of, maybe like a creature from the Black Lagoon sort of vibe. Landlady ought to send someone to fix this door. She also said there was a rat problem. If she hasn't fixed that, I doubt she'll send someone to fix the closet door. Let's see what Harvey thinks. According to Mr. Davis, Keziah Mason is very dangerous. We must be careful with her, assuming that that creepy lady, who is clearly Keziah Davis, has not noticed us yet. Oh boy. I mean, the fact that these guys, I mean, they did address it, but they dismissed it. And I feel like that's really silly. Oh, am I controlling him now? This jar contains marijuana. I think Davis has got himself into serious trouble. We should report. Give him a break. You told him you had a job. You dick. What's wrong with you, Harvey? Yes, exactly. I'm with him. Didn't you see how broken that guy was? Which drags him out of bed every night and you still want to get him in more trouble? It's still drug possession. It's a felony. Lay off Davis, will you? He's got enough on his plate. So basically we've got two Fox Mulders here. You know, like both of them believe. We don't have a skeptic, I don't think. But the dynamic still works, in my opinion. Want to hit Harvey? We're wound tight. Maybe a little puff would take the edge off. I hope you're not serious. Okay. Wait. Okay, portal. Alarm clock. Bed. Alright, so let's check the bed. One of Keziah Mason only appears when you're asleep. Davis said he slept during the day. He probably hadn't, so he could get the hell out of here before nightfall. Looks a lot like the one in the photograph. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Jack. Yes? Mr. Davis said Keziah Mason knew when she could find him in the room. Yes, exactly, like this lady in the house. As if she could detect him, yeah. Or as if she lived with him inside that house and was getting money from a tenant. I suppose the witch must be aware we're here. I think it won't be long before she shows up. In that case, we'll surprise her. Well, that's the residual. That's not a working portal. That's the residual afterburn of the it's the door's gonna open and that's gonna be the witch. Harvey, draw. Watch out. I have a feeling she's coming, and then the door opens. On 3, Harvey. 1. Oh, Jesus. 2. What? I'm bored. How many hours have we been here? Half an hour? Feels like an eternity to me. By the way, I've been thinking, and can I ask you a question? Yeah, sure. I noticed your expression when Davis or the old lady downstairs mentioned the kidnapping of newborns. First off, hold on a second. I have this so that it doesn't, I need clicks for this to continue, but, what the fuck just happened there? 1, 2, and then nothing? Was it just sort of a passage of time kind of thing? I guess that is what's going on. Tonight I asked if you were married, if you had children. In both cases, you dodged the question. I've been a detective for half my life, and I know when someone has a story to tell. So what's your story, Harvey? I don't... Hey, you don't have to tell me anything. I mean, Harvey's actually a psychiatrist, so... But usually, psychiatrists have their own stories. Both my parents were psychiatrists, so I should know. I was just thinking about it. You know me, I talk too much. As do I. Before I was a cop, I was just a psychiatrist. I met Teresa. Strong woman, grit and fuck, very cheerful. She was everything I wasn't. I don't know what she saw in me. I've always been a gray man. Blend into the crowd and not that kind of person you'd invite to a party. You know that too. We've only been partners for a few hours. You've shown me that you're a good man. Appreciate it, Jack. Listen, you don't have to go through with this if you don't want to. You're a good partner, Jack. Is he about to die? It's an honor to have you as one. I think you deserve to hear it. That time I spent with Teresa was the best of my life until we decided to have a child. Then it became that green guy. During the pregnancy, Teresa changed. Her attitude began to take on a negative tone. She asked questions neither of us could answer. She questioned her life, her existence, her role in the world. That ended up distancing us, even though we lived under the same roof. I tried to help her, no longer as a husband, but she turned down every bit of it. However, she did listen to any guru or quack she came across. When our little Joey was born, she met some guys. Cults. Well, that explains his undercover work. She was very secretive about them. All I could find out was that they called themselves the Guardians of the Deep Truth. Was that the same one he was undercover with? This is good lore right here. This is good. This is good storytelling, good continuity. Teresa talked about the great day, the time when she'd become part of the community in her own right. The great day consisted of a blood sacrifice, Jack. Oh God, that of our little Joey. Oh God, that's terrible. I never saw her again. Harvey, that day I swore, with the bloody corpse of my son in my arms, that I wouldn't stop until I found her and her damn cult. Tried to track them down, but they vanished from the face of the earth. I specialized in cults and joined the police force so I could have more resources for my investigations. Last year, Leeds suggested that explains why he's a psychiatrist. I remember Fraser. Hell, I remember Mr. Belvedere. Not to date myself or anything. Yeah, no, being a psychiatrist, I mean, our house had a home practice, so I got to see every, downstairs was the office. But every so often patients would come in and not know to go downstairs. Every year, or last year, Leeds suggested that the Guardians of Deep Truth had ended up in Arkham. That's why I requested a transfer here. I spent many years tracking them down. suppose there's still a long way to go before I can put those guys behind bars. I just want to have Teresa in front of me before she rots in a cell and ask her if everything she did was worth it. That's all, Jack. You know, Harvey kind of looks a little bit like Frazier. I mean, he's got a mustache, but take that away and that's pixelized Frazier. That's all. You know what, Harvey? We're done with this case. I'll help you find those sons of bitches. You said they might be in Arkham, right? I think you can use a helping hand to... Oh, fuck! Oh, shit! What? Fuck. Okay. Who are you? We're Stuart Davis. Isaiah Mason, I presume. You're awfully calm, sir. Silence! Get out of here. This is none of your business. Shit, she's getting away. Come on, Harvey. Jack! We don't know if... Damn it. Oh, fuck. No! Okay, this is shit. This is a shitty situation. My God. Where the hell are we? Well, we can't be more than 25 miles away. Jack? Jack! Visit the domains of Keziah Mason. I don't think that's a goofy hat she was wearing. I think she's just running out of hair. That's just my guess. That's kind of the charm of pixel art, you know. It's sort of, it's interpretive, and you kind of have your own little picture of what it really is about. Yep. Yeah. He's passed now, so I can talk about that. But yeah, I remember I woke up as like when I was 12, and I had Larry King asking for my father when I just wanted to microwave some lo mein. So yeah, no, you're right, Red Guy. I was in my pajamas, and I just wanted to have some food. A service weapon, the Colt officer's model. I always carry it. Hoping I'll never have to use it. Hopefully you train with it. I gather they're arcane symbols of black magic. I don't recognize any of them. Hell, I bet Benjamin Marsh wouldn't either. Who's Benjamin Marsh? Should I know this? This is in colossal ruins. This must be like far into the future of Arkham. This looks like they've been deserted for eons. I say we exit. Really? Oh, okay. Jack! Harvey? Jack! Damn it. But... what? Let's go this way first. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. It's not Mason. You just call her Miss Mason or Keziah. I mean, let go of that child. Yeah, she couldn't care. Damn it. Yeah. Yeah, she's ignoring you for a reason. She doesn't need to worry about guns, I'm thinking. What are these symbols, or what keep the barrier active? Shoot him. Okay. Well, that will be for me if I don't get out of this place. Yeah, I don't blame you. Door, screen. Okay. Well, let's go in. Locked. Assume this one is too. Alright. Panel. What's the function of all these lights? You know, if I was a cop and I was chasing witches, I would probably have more than just 6 bullets. If I really believed that I was chasing witches and they're as dangerous in this world as they're supposed to be. Oh Jesus, what the fuck? I'm not even gonna pronounce that. Okay. Well then. I believe that is our first real sign that this is Lovecraftian. Anything with too many consonants and not enough vowels, and you know you've got a Cthulhu language. Alright, well, we got a body and we got a switch. Let's observe the body before we press the switch. Tentacles, indeed. It's a corpse. There's nothing I can do for him, but still. What kind of inhuman experiment is this? Human. Interesting. What? Yes, I'm talking to you. How is that possible? What? Who are you? I believe my name is Walter Gilman. Wait, that sounds familiar. I don't recall, but I know I heard that. But I'm not entirely sure. Is this the dude whose corpse it is, and now he's in a computer? Where are we? What is this place? A place beyond time and space. A nightmare planet in a universe of madness. Wait a minute, they just told us that you can't travel more than 25 miles. That is a plot hole. What were those creatures? Some are scientists. Others are engineers. I'm looking for my partner. I saw him, but he vanished before me. You and your partner share the same space, but not the same time. Is there anything I can do to bring him back to this time? I can't help you with that. It's beyond my understanding. I saw Keziah Mason. Tried to stop her, but a barrier prevented me. Keziah blocks with access points in this place with their black magic. The scientists don't like that. But they've created a device to override our magical barriers. Where can I find a device? There are several of them in this facility. There's usually one near the place Keziah tries to block. I'm connected to her part of this complex. I'll open some doors for you. You can access them now. I'll tell you something that might save your life. This is a really cool premise, I mean, aside from the whole plot hole that, like, Zion Mason has now transported me to a completely different multiverse planet or something, and yet we were able to narrow them, all three of them, down to Arkham because they couldn't travel more than 25 miles through portals. But that portal apparently is different. Unless they explain that, they have a lot of explaining to do. I'll tell you something that may save your life. But this setting, though, is very cool. The fact that, like, this is clearly a dude who has merged with a computer. Don't interact with the scientists. Some are docile, others extremely dangerous. Thank you. Yeah, I assume that the scientists did this. What does the device look like? A small golden scepter. It's very different from the technology of the scientists. So I participated in its creation without knowing she was helping them. What is the relation between these creatures and Keziah? They help each other. How exactly do they help each other? I can't give you the answer. I don't know. What does Keziah Mason do with the children she abducts? She sacrifices them. Damn witch. To what end? I don't know the answer. What do these beings do? All I know is that they need large amounts of blood for their plans. They're obsessed with its purity. I'll try to get out of this place even if it costs me my life. Unfortunately, you won't be able to. But okay. Is that you? I think so. But I'm not sure. I don't remember even ever being trapped inside a body before. Yeah, I know, Dan. I know. Patience, everyone. I'm sure there will be tentacles. Well, there were tentacles. They just disappeared. We found two scientists in this room. They had tentacles. But we do need more tentacles. We definitely need more tentacles. And we need them on the face. Alright. Well, all these places are open. Oh, geez. Okay, well, kinda tentacles? I guess these are more probosci? Who the heck knows? But yeah, there are no tentacles down here. But it's weird. Okay, we got the scepter. I'm guessing it's probably going to not be easy to get. Hold on a second. This might be a good time to save because I'm gonna interact with that guy. Hey! Doesn't seem to have noticed me, or just doesn't care. Hi. Okay. Yep. All right, console. Screen. Electrocardiogram. Yes, it does. BCG. See the representation of a planet, but I can't tell which one. Those three rectangles, do they represent deposits? I can't read this language. Scepter. This must be the scepter Gilman spoke of. Oh god. Oh god. What? Harvey! But that smell. Is all of this blood? Harvey, look at me. I'm here. It's a sea of blood. Sea of blood. I don't know how deep it is, and I don't even want to imagine. You got a pipe. Let us do it. Why do they even need a pipe? I mean, oh, the whole thing is a pipe. Got it. Where are they getting this much? What do they need it for? Let's break it. Oh boy. Kinda matrixy. Holy cow. There's thousands of them. Are they corpses? Do they get all that blood out of them? My god. It's worse than I imagined. Also, every one of these seems to be individual. It's kind of, well, except for these. Okay, well, let's see what we can do here. Are they corpses? I mean, they're standing up. Here they're just like brainless or something. We got power source, we got a machine. Dozens of buttons glowing. I'll push one. A compartment is open. I see a box. I'll take it. I also see a strange device. I'll take that too. Finally, some items. Okay, won't try to pronounce that. Human language mode activated. But subject male. Ability to speak Migo language. Migo, okay. As in me get out of here as soon as possible. Vocal cords unable to articulate. Ability to understand spoken Migo language 0%. Hearing organs incapable of picking up 100% of the frequencies. Ability to understand written Migo language 10%. Probability of increasing neuronal capacity is 80%. Initiating neurological link. Oh, it's going to translate for me, I guess. Neural link successfully achieved. Subject is now able to understand written Migo language. What have I done? Alright, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Anything else? Alright, power source. Looks like that's powering the station. Must have been inconceivable power to make all this work. Well, nothing that one bullet can't fix. Okay, cause change reaction that would destroy the place. We should be fine if I weren't stuck here. Now let's read. Raw material deposit. Control room. Total population of planet Earth 2 billion. Raw material required insufficient. Level of the first deposit 100%. Level of the second deposit 100%. Level of the third deposit 25%. Number of humans required for full storage of the third deposit 10,000. My God! OML 24 station operation 100%. And apparently the station has a heartbeat. Procedure for anomalies and raw material priority. 1. Engineer in charge will evacuate their post and proceed to anomaly. Whoa, wait a minute, this is important. Purge anomaly, form spirits. So I need to distract this guy. Anomalies and raw material purity. So I need to find some raw material and make it impure. Raw material toxicity level 0. Raw material status suitable. Okay. Hey, buddy. Okay, let's see what you have to say. Nope. Can't understand. All right. Oh no. Okay, so the translator. When I shake it, I hear several objects inside, but I think one of these shiny buttons will open. There's several objects in this box. Oh, cool. I don't know what any of them are for, except a syringe. Placing several objects. Found the syringe in a box with other instruments I've never seen before in my life. Where are those other instruments? I guess this is what we use to affect the purity. Oh God. You know what? We need to contaminate the blood. That's why it's a syringe. Body. What are these beings looking for by connecting their brain via wires to their inert bodies? That is kind of cool, I have to say. You got skinny guy, you got like middle guy, and you got a bigger guy. When are you discharging me, doctor? You told me this was just dermatitis, right? What am I doing here? I want to go home. Dr. West's science went beyond the macabre. This report was on delirium. I don't like this hospital. It's always dark. How long have I been here? I came in for simple bronchitis, damn it. This basically is the Matrix, but like more Lovecraftian. Where are they getting all these bodies? Are you talking about hepatitis, doctor? I've heard they've made some progress treating this disease, so I guess I shouldn't worry. Yep. They're in like a separate reality. Perhaps it powers something. Can we put them out of their misery? We got a machine. Gives It's enough hot air. It makes a lot of noise. A generator. Okay, gun. Alright. I think we need to take this to Sea of Blood. I'm going to draw a blood sample. Oh, there we go. Alright, we got some good old hepatitis. And we either go to the Sea of Blood or we go to here. Yeah, it doesn't make much sense. Dermatitis doesn't matter. This guy, if I injected him, it wouldn't do shit, I don't think. So we gotta distract him. So let's give this the old college try, and ba-ding. Syringe already has a blood sample in it. Yeah, that's the point. Put it in. Sea of Blood. There we go. There we go. I better get out of here. Alright. Okay. Let's get this. Let's get it. Alright. Now let's use that thing. Can't press buttons at random. I don't know what they do. Raw material toxicity level 40%. Urgent purge required. Okay. Access. No, I just bring it back to these guys. Alright, I got the scepter. That's gonna give me access to the witch. And I should probably save my game before anything bad happens. Alright, here we go. A shame at the magic barrier. Holy shit. No. Where are my presents? I'm not gonna kill anyone from behind. What are you talking about, dude? She's dangerous. This guy's morality is really a liability to his life. Oh, I'm sure she won't notice. Hey! Yo! Where do you think you're going with that child? Give it back or I'll rip your guts out like I intend to do to him. Let's calm down a little, Grandma. Jack! Thank God you're here. Apparently I was in a different time than you. I had some beings with tentacles on their heads for help. There we go, there's your tentacles. I didn't seem to get it at first, until I pulled out my revolver. Communication problem solved. Enough talk. Give me back that child. One thing at a time, Keziah. Drag us into this nightmare know you guys walked in. But we only wanted to ask a few questions. The least you can do is let us do our job. As a gesture of goodwill, I'll holster the gun, okay? Jeez Louise. I'll rip your hearts out. Yeah, we heard you the first time. I like the different perspectives. They're really well done. What do you intend to do with this child? Well, she just said. And she just said, so I'm not sure why she's so secret about it now. Several newborns have been missing. Yes, we know. Stuart Davis claimed that you were to blame for the abductions. Way to out your information source. What have you done with the other children? Stuart Davis, huh? What have you done with him? He belongs to me. Just like all the other children. What is this place? What's it used for? I'd like to know what's going on here. Your mind is not ready to understand. We need to get out of here. Be nice and open a portal back to Arkham. Give me the child. We're Arkham police detectives and we're investigating a case. The portal opened in one of the rooms of the Pullman building. Poor sap in there was decapitated. Do you know about that? I don't know what you're talking about. The only portal I opened is the one that links this world to my old home. So you had nothing to do with that portal. It seems to be more of the work of Mary or Abigail. I'm not the witch you're looking for. Are you sure? I couldn't care less what happens in that stinking city. Now give me that brat. Not so fast. We'll portal back to Arkham and we'll give you the child. Okay. Real heroic. Jack, what the hell are you talking about? I don't want to spend the rest of my life here. We'll give him to you. Is that a deal, ma'am? Are you out of your mind? She wants to kill him. He's on that altar to be sacrificed. It's not our problem. But listen to me, Harvey. This lady opens the portal, you're gonna give her the kid. Period. If you don't, I'll rip him from your arms. Is that clear? You'll have to go through me first. That's what I'll fucking do. You seem to be the smarter of the two. So it's a deal. I hope I never see you again. There you have it. The child, quick. You know what, old witch? You were right. Yes, about what? About me being the smarter one. Boom! Oh, shit! She didn't have any magic for that one. Quick, Harvey. Let's get out of here before the portal closes. What if the portal closed instantly when she died? Then you'd be fucked. Everything okay over there? Fucking hell, Jack. I really thought you were going to hand the baby over to Keziah Mason. Mr. Whitman. Language. Where are your manners? Don't play games. I thought you were serious. It was a bluff, Harvey. You should have known that. How could I give a kid that witch, for God's sake? Do you think I... Come on, Harvey, what do you take me for? If you were bluffing, you should have done something else for me to catch on. Like, I don't know, a wink or something. Keziah would have seen it. All right. Let's develop a code word, man. I mean, come on. Oh, there we go. Preempting me. Got 3 words. Trust your partner. Anyway, how's the baby? Fine, thank God. We should get the child to safety before we continue with our case. Out with social services. I think they should examine him at the hospital first. We'll leave a note at the precinct for them to look for his mother. By the way, in that madhouse, I found something that might be useful if we keep facing black magic. I left it on the table. This? What the hell is it? It's a device that can nullify magical barriers. Interesting. Alright, let's drop the kid at the hospital and get on with our witch hunt. With Keziah Mason off the list, we're left with Abigail Revel and Mary Warren. Good. Let's go after them. So, do we go to the precinct? Are we okay? We got a good amount of items now. Are the offices open? Nope. All right. Well, I'm guessing that this monolith is going to be the last one. So perhaps I'll tell this poor soul that he's safe now. Mr. Davis, good news. From now on, you can sleep easy at night. Really? That means you don't have to worry about Keziah Mason anymore. Have a good night and thank you for your cooperation. Alright. Well then. We've done a good thing. And I think with that, we got 2 witches left. And it's been about 2 hours, 2-hour stream, nice 2-hour stream. And this has become really compelling. I'm really liking this, and the studio has been, as much as I'm into these games, I've never heard of the studio before, and they've made a whole ton of games. So I really want to check out all of them. And we're right in the middle of this one, so I guess we'll go to the next witch, and but I think I know which witch it's gonna be. It's gonna be the one that's connected to that monolith and that cult, because it completes Harvey's arc. So anyway. I think I did say it, but I just want to make sure. And I want to thank you all for coming. And stay tuned next and every Sunday around 8. Sometimes I'm a little later. Join the Discord. I let everybody know when the show is going to be. If not, there are always VODs. And there are lots of other games. I've got a pretty decent collection of series. Some more professional than others since it's a learning experience, but we might be a small channel, but we've got a lot of content. So that being said, if you like it, if you like what I'm doing, give me a like, maybe subscribe, and I hope to see you all next week. And for all Discord members, I will see you all in the Discord. Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate that. Yeah, I enjoyed this stream. We got a lot more done than last week, that's for sure, right? All I needed was just one little hint. That little sandwich thing didn't make too much sense, but everything else is pretty straightforward. So, thank you all for coming, and it makes it a pleasure to play these every week. So yeah. This isn't about the money, it's about the fun. In any case, see you all later, and see some of you guys on the Discord. Have a great night, everybody. Bye bye.